Hey guys, today we are going to do source transformation. First we are going to understand its basic concepts and definition, then we will do a couple of questions on it. So the source transformation states that it is a process of replacing a voltage source Vs in series with a resistor R by a current Is in parallel with a resistor R or vice versa. That is, this means that suppose we have a circuit in which we have a voltage Vs which is in series with a resistor R across the terminals A and B. Now we have to convert this circuit into this form, which includes Is instead of Vs. That is, we have Is which is in parallel to resistor R, that is this line, in parallel with resistance R across the terminals A and B. Now guys, this is source transformation, that is we have converted Vs into Is across the same resistance R. Now we will use the formula Vs is equal to ISR. From here we will get the value of Is, that is Vs by R. Now we will use this value of Is over here. Now this was for an independent source. Now similarly we will do this for a dependent source. Now let us say we have a dependent source Vs in series with a resistance R across the terminals A and B. Now similarly we will convert this into a circuit in which we have replaced Vs by Is, which is in parallel with resistance R across the terminals A and B. Now guys, a very important thing to be noted is that the arrow which is drawn in the ammeter part of the Is in both the dependent and independent circuits is according to the plus minus sign in the voltmeter. That is, if the plus sign is facing upwards, then our arrow will also face upwards, and if our negative sign is downwards, then the bottom of the arrow will be downwards. That is, we will make the arrow from negative to positive. This has to be kept in mind, as this is a very important concept. Now guys, we will doing a couple of questions. First of all, we will do a question which will only have independent sources. Then secondly, we will do a question which will include both dependent and independent sources. Now in question number 1, we have to find the value of V0 using source transformation. Now we can also see that we only have independent sources over here. So now we will do necessary source transformation. So first we will transform this part of the circuit. That is, let us say this is resistance R and this is the current Is. Now we have to find the value of Vs, that is Is into R, which will come out to be 12 volts. Now we will look at this part of the circuit and we will do the source transformation over here also. Like this, we can say that Vs is equal to 12 volts and this is our resistance R. Now we have to find the value of Is, that is Vs by R, which will come out to be 4 ampere. Now we will draw the equivalent circuit using these two transformations. That is, we will get a 12 volt voltmeter over here in series with the 4 ohm resistor and the 2 ohm resistor. Now you have to be careful while making the positive and the negative signs of this voltmeter. As the arrow is facing downwards, therefore we have put the positive sign below the negative sign. So we have to be very careful about this part. Now similarly we will have 8 ohm over here, across which we have to find the voltage V0. And similarly we will transform this circuit also. So we will get a 3 ohm resistor over here, that is our resistance R, which will be in parallel to the current source that we just found out, that is 4 ampere. Now please mind that the arrow will be facing upwards, as we have the voltage positive sign on top of the negative sign. So now from here we have done source transformation of these two parts of the circuit and got this final equivalent circuit. Now we will convert this part of the circuit, that is, we will now use source transformation over here. From here we will get the value of Is as 2 ampere, because our Vs is 12 volts and R is 6 ohm, that is the equivalent of 4 and 2 ohm. Now we will draw the equivalent circuit for this part of the transformation, which will come out to be with the 2 ampere source running downwards in parallel with 6 ohm resistor, that is our resistance R, which is the equivalent of 4 ohm and 2 ohm, in parallel to the 8 ohm resistor, across which we have to find the value of V0, and a 3 ohm resistor over here, which is in parallel to the 4 ampere current. Now we can see that the 2 ampere current is flowing downwards and a 4 ampere current is flowing upwards. So we will cancel them out and the equivalent current will be 2 ampere, which will flow in the direction of the 4 ampere current. And simultaneously we will solve the 6 ohm resistor with the 3 ohm resistor parallelly. So the equivalent circuit will come out to be, with the 8 ohm resistor over here in parallel to the equivalent of 6 and 3 ohm resistor, that will come out to be 2 ohm, and the equivalent current 2 ampere, which we got by comparing these two currents. Now we will simply use current division rule and find the current across 8 ohm resistor, and by that we will find the value of V0 using V is equal to IR. So now we will first find the current over here. So now let us suppose that current I is flowing over here. Now using voltage division method, we will get the value of I as 2 upon 2 plus 8 into 2, which will come out to be 0.4 ampere. Now we have to find the value of V0. We will get that by using the formula V is equal to IR. That is, in this case we have I as 0.4 and the value of R as 8, which will come out to be 3.2 volts. Now if you are not familiar with the current division method, we can use an alternative method by finding voltage across the equivalent of 8 ohm and 2 ohm. As we know that in parallel resistors, the voltage across each resistor is equal. That is, first of all, we will find the equivalent resistance of 8 ohm and 2 ohm, that will do parallelly, and across that we will find the voltage. So the voltage across that equivalent will also be equal to the voltage across the 8 ohm resistor as well as the 2 ohm resistor. That is, we will directly get the value of V0 as, first we will solve 8 ohm resistor with 2 ohm resistor parallelly, and then we will multiply it by the current. That is, this is R and this is I. That is, the final answer will come out to be 3.2 volts. So we have found out the answer, that is V0 is equal to 3.2 volts by source transformation. Now we are going to do second question, in which we will also have a dependent source. Now in question number 2, we have to find the value of Vx using source transformation, and we can also see that we have a dependent source in this question. So firstly we will do necessary source transformations in order to find the value of Vx. Now first we will look at this part of the circuit. That is, we will convert it into a form which will contain Is in parallel to R. So we will consider this 6 volt as Vs and the 2 ohm resistor as R. From there we will get the value of Is using the formula Vs by R, which will come out to be 3 ampere. Now similarly in this part of the circuit, we will convert this into the form which will contain voltage in series with the resistance R. So we will consider this 0.25 Vx as Is and R resistance as the 4 ohm resistor. Now using the formula Vs is equal to Is into R, we will get the value of Vs, which will come out to be equal to Vx. Now we will use both of these transformations and make the equivalent circuit, which will look like this. That is, we have the 3 ampere current source over here. We will draw the arrow facing upwards as the positive sign is above the negative sign in the 6 volt battery. Similarly, we will draw the resistance R in parallel to the ammeter source, that is 2 ohm, and this resistance will be drawn as it is, that is 2 ohm, across which we have to find the value of Vx. Similarly, we will place the 4 ohm resistor, that is R, in series with the dependent source plus minus Vx. Now we have put the plus sign on the left hand side as the arrow is facing on the left, and we will draw the 18 volt source over here. Now we can see that these two resistances are in parallel to each other. If we solve them, that is, if we get the R equivalent, that will come out to be 1 ohm. So now if we look at this circuit, that we have 3 ampere current flowing and a 1 ohm resistor in parallel to it, we can do source transformation and get the value of Vs in parallel to resistance R equivalent. That is, from here we can get the value of Vs as 3 into 1, which will come out to be 3 volts. Now we will draw the equivalent circuit for this. That is, with the 3 volt voltage over here with the positive sign facing upwards, as we can see the arrow is facing upwards, in series with R equivalent, that is 1 ohm, with 4 ohm resistor over here, that is this part of the circuit, with the dependent source Vx and the 18 volt battery over here. Now keep in mind that we have used this 2 ohm resistor with this one to find the equivalent resistance, that is 1 ohm. So Vx will now be across these 2 points, that is this will be plus minus Vx. Now we will apply KVL in this circuit to find the value of Vx. Now let us suppose that current I is flowing in this circuit. So now we will apply KVL in this whole loop. That is, we will get minus 3 plus 5I plus Vx plus 18 equal to 0. Let us call this equation as equation 1. Now similarly, we are just going to apply KVL now in this part of the whole circuit, that is over here. From here we will get minus 3 plus I plus Vx equal to 0. On solving this, we will get Vx as 3 minus I. Now we will name this equation as equation 2, and we will put equation 2 in equation 1, and from there we will get the value of I as minus 4.5 ampere. And now we will substitute this value of I that we have found out by putting the equation 2 in equation 1 in equation 2. That is, we will substitute value of I over here. That is, Vx will now come out to be equal to 7.5 ampere. So guys, this is our final answer, that is Vx is equal to 7.5 ampere. We found this by doing the necessary source transformations.